Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Mansi. I hope you all are safe and doing well. So guys, first of all, a very happy new year to you. And second of all, I'm very sorry for being offline. I will tell you why. Because I got COVID. I survived two waves, but third wave I couldn't. I'm still in quarantine, and today I feel much better. So I thought, let's shoot our first video for 2022. I hope this year brings you a lot of happiness, positivity, and a change, new normal, of course. So today's video is about cabin crew Q&A. I had put up a poll on YouTube few weeks ago which stated that you have to put in your questions in comment section. So before we start this video, I would like to announce something. Please guys, please don't judge me, and if I'm doing anything wrong in this procedure, please let me know in the comment section and next time I will do it better. Okay, so the thing is, I am going to host a giveaway. I'm so excited for this, and at the same time I'm very nervous because I've never hosted a giveaway at all, either on Instagram or on YouTube. So I always wanted to host a giveaway ever since I crossed 1000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers. I cannot believe I have come this long, and it's only and only because of you guys. I'm very thankful. A YouTuber or a person who is running YouTube channel is nothing without their audience, because when there's audience, there's a YouTuber. This giveaway doesn't come very easily, guys. There's a little twist. I've never done this giveaway, so I need to summarize some things and then say it out. So I thought might as well just read out the rules. So there are total 5 rules. Okay, first rule is you should be my subscriber. So you need to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and make sure if you are telling somebody, tell them to subscribe to my channel. And the second rule is, why do you like my channel? So maybe you can just write down 1 or 2 liners, that why do you like my channel and what more do you want to see in the comment section, and I will definitely check that out. Third rule is you have to like my videos. Okay, there are around 20 videos on my channel. Please go and like them. Okay, I will see the change. Fourth rule is share my YouTube channel to your social media sites. So be it WhatsApp obviously I can't see, but social media definitely I'll be able to see, and I will also leave my Instagram handle, because the fifth rule is you have to follow me on Instagram and share my YouTube channel there, and please tag me so that I'll be able to see it, and make sure you share it with your friends and family. So yeah, I can't wait to see who all are the winners, and let's hit 20,000 subscribers very soon. And now, without any further ado, let's get into our video. The first question is, what is the maximum age to work as a flight attendant? If it's 26 years, then what do you do after that? So guys, there are two criterias, experienced and freshers. If you're an experienced cabin crew, the age limit is from 18 years to 35 years of age. And if you're a fresher, it's from 18 years to 27 years. So it's stated that if it's 26 years, then what do you do after that? You can still apply. You can apply. If you're a fresher, you can apply until the age of 27. So you have 1 year like buffer time. And if you're experienced, you can apply till 35 years. I hope it helps. So the second question we have is, please tell the whole salary system of different airlines. Also, do flight attendants get layer money? So I will answer yes. Flight attendants do get layer allowance. It's called allowance, the money which you're talking about, and it depends how many days you stay in other city or other state. It's totally confidential. I can't share that with you. And please tell the whole salary system. So salary system is same, guys. Every month salary gets credited just like other jobs, and every airline has their own system, which I won't be able to share because I have not worked in each and every airline. But my airline salary system is every month end you get salary in your account for sure. No complaints at all. I'm very happy. And if you're asking salary, I won't be able to share my salary, but I can definitely tell you a basic fresher gets from 30,000. So the third question we have is, do air hostess get transferred to another country or state? Now it's little tricky. If you're asking about international airline like Qatar, Emirates, Etihad and all, yes, if you are an Indian resident, you do have to, shift to that particular country. If it's Qatar, you have to shift to Doha. If it's Emirates, you have to shift to Dubai. And if it's Etihad, you have to shift to Abu Dhabi. So yeah, and if it's domestic, guys, if like let's take example like SpiceJet, Indigo, Vistara, Air India, any, when you're a fresher or experienced, they will give you a base in per different state. Like there is Bangalore base, Hyderabad, Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai, etc., etc. And there is something called home base. So I am from Pune, born and raised. So my base is Pune. So my base is my home base. And previously I was based out of Kerala, Cochin. So that was my transport base. I hope it helps. The fourth question we have is, actually I'm from south side, so I don't know how to talk in Hindi. Now, can I be eligible to apply for cabin crew in India, or I should learn Hindi to work in India? So, to be very honest, English is the mandatory language you should know, and it's never a bad thing to learn a new language. And I'm very sure, even if you're from South India or South side, you must know little Hindi, and that's the basic criteria. So yeah, you can of course apply. There is no hard and fast rule that if you don't know Hindi you cannot apply. You can still apply, but make sure you know how the basic conversation in Hindi. That's it. And the fifth question we have is, for cabin crew, that we have to know swimming before we going to apply, or it's fine that we don't know how to swim. It's not compulsory, guys. It's a myth. Of course, there are few airlines who ask, but I'm not quite sure any airline asks if you know swimming, then only you can apply. It's nothing like that. Even if you don't know swimming, it's okay. You still can apply. And the sixth question we have is, what is your work experience and what is the time zone you are mostly work on? So I am a crew from past 3.5 years. And what is the time zone, guys? Crew for crew, there is no time zone. Of course there is rest period, you get rest period, but our job is any time of the day. You get night flights, you get afternoon flights, you get early mornings, you get early night, everything. We work 24/7 basically. And the next question we have is, if we have little bit of pimples, means 1 or 2 pimples, is it okay? So guys, if your pimple is too much active and too big, or you know that it cannot be concealed with a concealer or a foundation, I would highly suggest wait for some time, get rid of it, and then apply for an interview. Because if you have a very very visible pimple, even after putting makeup or applying nice base, your interview is going to tell you the same thing, that you can come on for the next round whenever interview is there. And if their pimple is very small and it can be concealed with a concealer or a makeup, I would definitely suggest you can apply for an interview. So the next question we have is, tell me what should we do particularly after 12, after giving your 12th board exams, and after the results, what did you do? So guys, my journey is, I applied for an interview after my 12th exam. So I'm not the right person to tell you what you should do, but this is what I feel. Now I'm giving correspondence. I'm finishing my graduation through distance learning. It's always good to have a graduation just as a backup. You never know what can go. We all know that we are in pandemic. Many of my colleagues lost their job. It was not their fault, it was just situation demand. So it is always good to have a backup career. So I would suggest, if you really want to become a cabin crew, go for it after 12. Nobody's going to stop you. But if you are in two minds, I would suggest complete your graduation and then apply for an interview. You are always welcome. The limit is 27 years, so I would suggest go for it if you want to finish your graduation. If you don't want to finish your graduation, still you can go for it. And next next question we have is, if you have little black spots on your face, can we apply for the cabin crew interview? And if you tell me what all types of questions and we should prepare and go for, and some tips for the crew. Aksa has asked me this question. Aksa, I would like to tell you that if there are very minor spots and which can be helped with makeup for covering, you can apply for an interview. And for the tips and the questions, I've already made a video on that. I would suggest you go check it out, and I hope it will help clear all your doubts. The next question we have is, I do have a visible scar but still interested in cabin crew. Pooja has asked me this question. Pooja, let me tell you, I just saw your YouTube channel, and it's really nice, first of all. And I think you can hide your scar very nicely. And here I would like to tell you that just go for an interview, check it out, see how it is. If you are able to hide it very nicely, you can, of course, they are going to select you because you're very beautiful, by the way. And if not, there's always it's always good to try and have an attempt for the interview. And if you have any treatment going on, try and minimizing the scars, and you can definitely go for an interview and become a flight attendant. So the next question is from Samiksha. Hi, I only have one question, that have you traveled out of India? Yes, Samiksha, I have. I work for a company which operates both domestic and international. So I have been out of India a lot of times. So the next question we have is, hello ma'am, I'm doing BBA in hospitality management, and after that I want to have MBA in HR finance. So is it good for aviation industry? By the way, love your videos. Thank you so much, Akshay. It means a lot to me. So there you're doing BBA in hospitality and management, and then you want to do MBA in HR and finance. So I would tell you, this all is nothing related to aviation, this MBA, HR and finance. Okay, if you're really passionate about to join aviation, I would suggest you do CPL, which one of our subscriber already told you, that try CPL, which is a very good thing if you really love aviation. Or else I would suggest you pursue your career in MBA in HR and finance. It's really nice. My cousin is doing that. So it's totally up to you, dear. If you really want to join aviation, go for it. If you don't, whatever you're doing right now is perfect. So the next question we have is, what is the examination structure after getting selected? So guys, after interview, if you get selected, there is a 3 months training of that particular company, be it any airline in India. I think every airline has 3 months training, which you need to pass 100%. So yeah, I won't be able to tell you the structure completely, like it will take a lot of time, but yes, there is examinations, a lot of exams, emergency, first aid, customer service, blah blah blah, lots. You have to really do a very nice hard work for that. Next up we have is black mole on face a problem for becoming a crew? I don't think it is, because black mole is something it's a beauty spot. I think it is also called a beauty spot. So I have a lot of friends, flight crew friends, who have black mole, and it's completely okay. You can still become a cabin crew. So yeah, next we have, I really like this question. This question is asked by Adhi Sham. Are they still looking for that traditional beauty criteria for cabin crew? No, Adhi, they are not. It's the 21st century and it's 2022. There is nothing more left as traditional beauty criteria for cabin crew. They are accepting the way you are. Of course, there is, you need to be presentable, you need to be well groomed. That's the criteria for today. You need to be well groomed. The next question is, what to do after 12 to become air hostess? I think I answered this question previously. Guys, it's good to have a backup career, and if you really want to become crew, like nahi mujhe banna hi hai, then apply after 12. or else I would suggest finish your graduation, because I am doing it right now. I applied for crew after my 12th, and now I feel that you should have a degree. So I would suggest, if it's not too much, if you're not in a hurry, finish your graduation and then go for your cabin crew career. And the second last question we have is, which language is better for interview, and what is the age for this job to start this job? I think that's the question. And by the way, my dream is to become air hostess, and you are so beautiful. Thank you so much, Hayat. It really means a lot that you're complimenting me. So I would like to start with, English is a must language. You should know that language, and if you know other languages, it's a plus point, because basic Hindi आनी चाहिए. And if you belong to certain part of our country, and if you know that language, it's a good plus point. And what is the age limit to start this job is 18 years. And thank you for the compliment. And the last question for this video we have is, what is the meaning of base place in this job? I think I just answered this question. I don't remember the sequence, but a base is something you get assigned for. Like, I'm based out of Pune. If you become a cabin crew, and I'm sure you will, you might get transferred to any part of India, wherever that company has their base office. So yeah, that's the meaning of base place in this job. You have to go to that particular city, and you have to operate your flights from that city. They can either give you your home base of, like me, I am from Pune and my base is Pune. They might give you Bombay or Bangalore. You need to stay there, settle your sansar there. Sansar means your life there, and you need to operate your flights from that particular city. So yeah, guys, that's it for today. We have covered almost 20 to 25 questions. I hope it really helps you clear all your doubts. And still, if you have any doubts, please put it in the comment section. I have no problem in creating one more video about it. And if you like this video, kindly share it with your friends, family, and please subscribe to my subscribe. I watched this video, and that guy said kindly subscribe to my channel. So yeah, please subscribe to my channel and be my constant supporter, the way you have been past 1 year. I'm so grateful for all the love and all the support which you guys are giving me. It really means a lot. Like, I'm so grateful. Of course, there is hard work. I am putting a lot of effort here. That's why I'm getting this much love. But without you guys, I wouldn't have been able to do this much. And last but not the least, do participate in my giveaway. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm religiously going to check all the rules, if you guys are following it or not. Until then, I will be back soon with another video. So yeah, bye bye, take care, and please take care of yourself. This time the wave is real, because I felt it. I really felt it. I was a symptomatic patient, and it is worst, guys. So please, it's a humble request from my end to you. Please take care of yourself and your family, and mask up. Bye bye.